Sugar prices are rising thanks to demand and heat waves. India's sugar consumption this year is set to hit a record high as demand during the peak summer season gets a further boost from above normal heat waves, of which more are being declared as I speak. Higher consumption would lift local prices and boost margins of sugar producers. Sugar consumption in India for the 22-23 marketing year, which ended on September 30th, was about 28 million tons, according to Reuters. Higher demand has already begun pushing up sugar prices. So, how are heat waves likely to impact sugar prices and agri crops in general, and what could be different this year? I reached out to Rahil Shaikh, Managing Director of MEIR Commodities, an agro commodity trading firm based in Mumbai, which specializes in sugar, and I began by asking him how he was seeing the impact of heat waves on the crop and his outlook ahead.
Just referring to India right now, I think the domestic prices are around 35,500 to 37,000 range between Maharashtra and UP. So say 38,000 rupees for UP and 35,500 for Maharashtra. The reason for it is this rise in price by about 3-4% recently is mainly driven by the off season and in season of any commodity. So the sugarcane harvesting just got completed in the month of March, early April. So technically, the mills have shut down now. The pressure to pay to the farmers are less. So the withholding power does comes into the mill. So this is one of the reasons. The other is demand is also increasing. You see, our country is increasing. The GDP is about 6.5%. So we generally used to calculate 0.5%, 1% consumption growth. But I think the weather conditions currently are forcing us to have probably more cold drinks. I mean, the consumer pattern of spending the money is also changing. So if you recently go through the survey of the consumer spending, it shows that there is tendency to passing through consumption of sugar more than the staple food. So this is what we have picked up, though the little bit of more study needs to be done in that. I mean, packaged food is increasing if you look at anywhere. I think even a pizza bread on a bottom would have about 1 gram of sugar somewhere. So I'm not sure. I mean, we really have to go in detailing about it. But I think the consumption pattern from the point of view of our population growth and our GDP growth, if we are exporting more commodities, I mean, more packaged food into Africa, then we are technically exporting wheat and rice and sugar. So I think the consumption of this product is increasing. Our estimate is that consumption would be anywhere closer to around 29.7 to 30 million tons. This is the record consumption for this year. The government have released about 2.5 million tons for this month. And if you multiply that by 12, by any formula, it will be 30 million tons. So that's how we are looking at the consumption.
Okay, now, so that was sugar. How are you looking at broader commodities, agricultural commodities that you're dealing with and you're following, particularly in the context of climate and heat waves?
I personally feel that, firstly, talking from my own subject, which is sugarcane, so we are monitoring the reservoir levels. Currently, the water reservoir levels in Maharashtra is quite low. Across the country, it's quite low. Sugarcane is a strong crop. I mean, it can bear. Unlike human, it is much better to face these heat. I think it will survive unless regions like Sangli is somehow or the other getting rains. Kolhapur is getting rains. So the rains which is needed for the crop to continue its strength, it's getting. So sugarcane, I per se don't see much of change in the